Do you consider yourself an investor? Not the stock market, crypto, or retirement funds type, but the personal health type of investor. The type of investing that doesn't always show up on paper. The kind where you invest in your body, habits, and self awareness. Even if life is busy and messy and you rarely hit 5,000 steps most days. If this sounds like you, or if you want to be an intentional personal health investor, this video is for you. Hello, my name is Jennifer, and I have been on a GLP-1 treatment for 1 year. February 22nd was my 1 year anniversary, and I am down 98 pounds. So, along the way, I have gathered some wisdom, some insights, and I would like to share some with you. When I'm talking about investment, I'm not talking about investment in the sense of money investment, like investing in a 401k. But we can reference that. If you were to say invest $500 or have $500 in your 401k, would you just stop investing because you didn't see growth the next month or even 6 months? Oh, I only got $10 on my return. Would you stop? Or would you continue to invest in your future retirement? I think the answer would be yes. So when it comes to our personal investment in ourselves, why do we stop short? Why, after a month, do some people like throw in the towel and say, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm not seeing an investment? I'm not seeing a return on my investment. I think so often when it comes to our homes, our vehicles, our children, we have a little bit more patience. But when it comes to ourselves, we don't give ourselves the same consideration. And folks, I was thinking over the last week or so about investment and how we will invest, like I said before, in our jobs. I've been working 50-hour weeks. We will invest in our vehicles. Between my husband and my car, we just spent $2,000 maintaining them. We have spent copious amounts of money investing in our children. We homeschool, and so we invest in their education. We invest in their dance, and they're in a shooting club, so they learn how to do shooting disciplines. And we invest in basketball and all these other things, hoping that they will develop skills and character and all these things long term, these long term investments that we make. And yet, when it comes to investing in our physical homes, our bodies, the only home we get to live in, you'll hear me say that quite often. This is the only home we get to live in, this side of heaven. Why do we cut short? Why do we shortchange ourselves? Uh, I believe I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I have a very sedentary job. I process medical record requests, and so my days are set in front of a are spent sitting in front of a computer for 10 hours. And then when I work overtime, it's 12 hours. So I get very few steps in during the day, unless it's just running back and forth to the restroom or to get the mail, answer the door, get something to drink, whatever. Those steps are very few. And so I am lucky. I say lucky, but yes, lucky to get 5,000 steps a day. And for those of you who are getting, 10,000 plus steps, that's amazing. That's like a dream for me to be able to do that. And when I am working overtime, I have a very small window between getting off work. I work 4 a.m. and when I work overtime to 4:30 p.m. I have a very small window of time between getting off work, clocking out, and when I should essentially be in bed. And the good Lord knows that I very rarely go to bed at 7:30, if ever. So my reality is if I can get 5,000 steps a day, that's an investment. That is gold for me to get 5,000 steps. If I can close that circle at 5,000 steps, that's good. And like the working the 50 hours, has been hectic. This week, thankfully, no overtime. But life is going to happen whether I am trying to get healthier or not, trying to lose weight or not. And the same is true for you. Like things are going to happen. Your medication might not be strong enough. So you've got to give it time. You've got to titrate up. You've got to adjust. You've got to figure things out. You need to study your body. Invest in yourself. Invest in learning about your health. Invest in learning about the medication that you're taking. Those are things that you need to do. And it takes time, not a month, not 3 months, and sometimes not even a year. I am not to my goal weight after a year. And some people are like, "Well, if I'm not, you know, to my goal weight by X time, I'm just giving up." Like, what's the point? The point is your body is healing, you are getting healthier, you have got to give your body time to make all those adjustments so that you can see a return on your investment. But the thing is, you have to keep investing. You can't just put in, like, say, in a 401k, $500 and expect, when you retire to be a millionaire. That is not reality. The reality is you have to keep investing and reinvesting to see the the return that you want. And sometimes that means, like I said, adjusting. I can't control all of the outside things going on. My daughter, within the last month, had surgery. So I've been taking care of her on top of working, on top of the car stress, on top of trying to plan a vacation for November. All of these things just keep stacking up. And those things, some I could change, but choose not to. I have to adjust. I have to pivot. So try to get as much sleep as I can, try to get as much, exercise in as I can in that small window of opportunity that I have, and making sure I'm hitting my protein goals, I'm hitting my fiber, the amount of water that my body needs. Those things matter and those are investments. And I keep doing those. And you have to be consistent. Perfect? No. Consistent? Yes. So, how do I make the best of the situation that I am currently in? Not the ideal, not the Pinterest lovely version, but the actual one. And it doesn't need to be flashy. And oftentimes, the consistency, the investment part is boring. But here's what I realized: if I do not intentionally invest in my health, I will eventually lose the capacity to enjoy the life that I'm working so hard to build. And that would be pretty tragic. And I want to encourage you to evaluate how you're investing in your life. How are you making sure that at some point you're going to get the return that you're looking for because you're making the investments that you need to make now, even if it is slow, even if it is boring, even if it's hard? What is the return going to look like? I can personally tell you, for me, it has meant that my A1C, well, my A1C was never high. I have reactive hypoglycemia. Excuse my stuttering. I have reactive hypoglycemia. So it's never been super high. But my A1C right now is sitting at 4.3. My resting blood sugar, 80. My heart rate has gone down. I've been taken off of blood pressure medication. My neurological medication has been cut in half. My inflammation in my knees, pretty much non existent. Yes, I still have arthritis in my knees, but it doesn't bother me on a day-to-day basis. I can go up and down the stairs, like pretty much running up and down the stairs, where before I was taking one step at a time. I don't do that anymore. I can go out and shoot hoops with my son, though I suck at it. I really suck at it, but it's fun to do that. I can, have little dance breaks with my kids and go on a walk and be out in public and not wonder, be riddled with thoughts of, are people looking at me? Are they judging me? Now I just go about my business and just enjoy existing in the body that I'm existing in, even though I haven't reached my, and I don't think I'll ever have a final destination, but the final destination where I'm just completely satisfied with my body. But I am already enjoying the freedom that this investment is giving me. So often we think of investment as like this financial freedom when it comes to money. There is this body freedom and food freedom on this medication. I'm asking you, do not give up on investing in yourself. Do not be short sighted and think that this should have a return, a huge return right off the bat. Oftentimes, it's going to take a little bit longer than what you anticipate. And that's okay. As long as you keep showing up for yourself, as long as you keep investing and reinvesting in yourself, never stop learning about yourself. In this season of life, how are you investing in yourself? Not when it slows down, not when everything lines up perfectly, but right now. How are you investing in yourself? Because I don't want to disappear from my own story, from my own life. And I have a feeling that you don't either. Take some time to reflect on what you're doing to invest in yourself. And if you haven't been, I would encourage you to either make a mental list, write it down, talk it out, whatever works for you. How am I going to start investing in me? If this spoke to you, I would ask that you would please subscribe to my channel, hit the hit like the thumbs up, share it with a friend that you think might be encouraged. And right now, I'm going to invest again in my daughter. She has her surgery follow up today. So please, if you are the praying type, please pray that the doctor gives her the thumbs up that she can start going back to dance and, yes, getting active again because that poor girl, she is stir crazy. Okay, many blessings to you and hope to see you again on my channel. Have a great day.